Hello students, welcome to another video. In the last video, I was discussing about user interface, graphical user interface, character user interface. Interface means the layer where we communicate with the system. So if you did not watch that video, go and watch that video. This is the next video, the subsequent video, maybe the fifth one or the fourth one. Okay, I couldn't keep the track. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the hardware, memory, CPU, input output. You can see the headline. So here these are the different hardware components which is there in the computer. When you open this box cabinet, you will find these are the components there inside this. So why I am making this video is very important for the students. Students sometimes talk about they don't know anything about the computer from the inside. What they see is actually the screen, and in the screen they use softwares, they see operating system, they install so many application softwares, and they don't know anything about these hardware pieces what are there inside. So that's why I thought of making this video. So these are the different components. Now let us discuss, or let us try to mention different components. First component is this board. We call it parent board or motherboard. This board holds different components, it's a kind of like any system you open and you will find a board where all the systems are connected. The system devices are connected. All the components or devices in the system, in the computer system, need to communicate with each other. This is very important. So that's why you can see the board where the CPU is planted here, CPU is installed here, the processor, central processing unit, and the RAM, the main memory. You can see the memory, the main memory RAM is installed here in the slots. Okay, this is the hard disk. You can see the secondary memory. This is the hard disk here. You can see the power supply, that is SMPS, we call it SMPS. From this power supply unit, the power goes to all the components according to the requirement. So there is a kind of like variable power supply. There are a different range of power supply. It's not a similar power supply to all the components. Okay, now the other components you can see, this is a fan which actually cools down the CPU, because CPU gets heated and the temperature rises. If there is no fan, CPU will not work, it will collapse actually. So that's why this fan constantly, this fan runs, it rotates and it cools down this CPU. It is a CD DVD writer, a reader, read or write. You can read or write CD or DVD through this device. And there are components like video card or video card or graphics card we call, through which you can get better graphics experience. Like some softwares which requires more graphics, then you have to install this video card or graphics card, or some games they don't support without the graphics card, it better. So these extra graphics processing unit, GPU, or this graphics card is required. So these are the different components of a computer. And mouse, keyboard you already know, monitor, the display you already know. So this is what a computer system looks like. So there are CPU, input, output. What are the different input output components? These are the input components, input devices, mouse and keyboard. And there are others like scanner, like webcam. These are the input devices. Touch screen, that is input device. Why it is called input device? Because these are called input device because they take information from the outside world to the system. That's why these are input devices. Printer, it gives information from the computer to the external world. We get information from the external, from the computer system to printed pages. So it is a output device. The display, computer works inside and it gives output for the user. So information is going to the user through this device. That's why it is called output device. Speaker, the resulting sound comes to the speaker and it creates sound, music, whatever. So that is also an output device. So let's go forward. Let us see what are the other things there. So Okay. So this is already discussed, you know, this is already discussed in the last videos, that how information is stored in the memory, how CPU gets information from the memory, and here it is just the different components I am showing. So more than that already discussed in the previous video. Then also I'm going to discuss about this in the next video. So stick to the video and learn. Thank you for watching.